Hey guys, welcome to Pet Rambles. I'm Pet and today I'm going to ramble about Dwarf Fortress Guidebook by Fangamer. I mean, it's by Kari Fry and Ryan Novak, but it's been released by Fangamer, a website where I've been buying a lot of things, including this Stardew Valley shirt, Hawaiian shirt, or however you call it, which I enjoy wearing it in my videos because I'm never wearing stuff like this outside, so at least I get to wear them inside. But yeah, anyway, I've been getting a lot of stuff from Fangamer, and I think it's kind of like interesting thing to showcase. Another thing from Fangamer, my next video will probably be some Stardew Valley stuff, and I have a lot of Stardew Valley stuff, but I'm only going to show you a little bit. But this is the one that came out like I only got this like this week. And I've only like skimmed it briefly because I wanted to do this live on video. But yeah, the thing with Dwarf Fortress, if you're a gamer, and I mean probably if you arrived here, it's either you subscribed before and you don't know what Dwarf Fortress is, but if you are coming through YouTube, you know what Dwarf Fortress is. But anyway, let's see. It's kind of like a video game, but it's a very unique kind of video game, which has been releasing for the past 20 years. It's a free. It used to be, and it still is, an Ashi game, and Ashi means like actually text game, not text based, but the graphics are made of characters. I maybe will put something on the screen when I'm editing. But yeah, about 2 years ago, I kind of forgot. We finally got some kind of proper Steam release for the game with proper graphics. I mean, proper 2D graphics. It's easier to see the game right now because I've tried to play the game in the past. I've been following the game over the years because I'm fascinated by Dwarf Fortress itself. But yeah, I got this release, played it for 20 something hours, stopped, and I'm still reading about the game here and there. I haven't played it since then, but when I saw this, I was like, I need to have this in my collection because it's looking pretty nice, and I love Dwarf Fortress. I also have the music on vinyl, and maybe I will showcase that vinyl for you. It's an interesting piece. So yeah, let's actually go through this guidebook and see what we can find. Those are the table of contents. It's kind of like covering everything from what I've seen, and I think I will be curious to start playing Dwarf Fortress again and then try to learn some aspects from the game by reading the guide. I'm curious how that will be, because you know you sometimes have to alt tab, have to go on wiki, have to go on Reddit and forums to try to see why some things are happening. But yeah, so the world is born. We have the map size. We have everything gets kind of explained. I mean, it is a guidebook, to be fair. Biomes. Those are the biomes that we are going to have. I absolutely love this style. It is going to be kind of the video where I'm going to be try to talk because it's a video and I have to talk, not to have quiet moments, but also trying to enjoy this at some point. Because, as I've said, I've skimmed through it before and I was like fascinated on how nice things are, and like those are sprites from the game right now. Legends mode, and I think adventure mode just got released like a couple of months ago. So right now the game is kind of complete. I mean, it's up to date with the free version or something like that. But yeah, basically here it's showing me how we can create the map and then embark to start the game. Again, the whole map is being randomly generated, and not only that, but then it's being aged. And when the world is being aged, there are stories that are happening, artifacts are dropped, and so on and so on. So when you are starting, you are there in a randomly generated world, but it's a world that has a history already. So it's interesting ways to play the game. I know I'm kind of like giving it like someone who has no idea what Dwarf Fortress is. He will still be very confused because it's a top-down colony simulator where you have dwarves and you don't directly control the dwarves. You just tell them what to build and what to cut down and where to dig, and they just do it, and then you are managing them, but you're not controlling them directly. So it's fascinating on how this game has been built on various systems. There are so many systems and so many on how realistic some things are. Interface is being explained here. Mining, wood cutting, gathering and engraving. This has been a bit confusing to kind of get, especially right now with the 2D game, the new Steam game, it was easier to manage. But before that it was so hard to understand the way you are building ramps. Because again, the game, not only the map that's being randomly generated like this, z-axis up and down are also being generated each floor, meaning that I can have something on floor 0, I'm in the mountain, and then I can dig down, have other things, and then dig down, and then dig down, and then the digger you dip, you find lava and other weird creatures who can attack your colony and so on. Now that I'm speaking of and I'm showing you this, I'm kind of like in the mood to play it. Maybe I will fire this up. Unfortunately, I have to leave tomorrow for London for 6 days, and I won't be able to play anything like this. Or maybe I should try to install Steam on the work computer to see if someone is complaining why am I playing video games on the work computer, but I don't know. Aquifiers. This is something that's very important I've learned in the game, because you always find aquifiers who inundate your colony, so you have to be very careful when you're digging, where you're digging, just so you don't get flooded. Light aquifer, heavy aquifers. They have like a way they simulate water, so there have been like very weird contraptions on how people are building a well and then are supplying the well with water by doing other things. It's a fascinating game. Workshop task and work orders. Yeah, carpenter workshop, jeweler's workshop, bowyer's workshop, ashery. So what's ashery? Let's try to look at that. So the ashery is where ashes go to be more than just pottery glaze. Here dwarves extract lye from bars and ash produced at wood furnace, as well to make potash from the lye or directly from the... I'm not understanding anything, and I'm not very good at reading in English, as you can see, but you're making stuff. Task, make lye, milk of lime, potash from... I've never built this before, so... Mechanic workshop, craftsman's workshop, siege workshop, screw press, soap maker's workshop. And look, you even get a little bit of a flow of how things are. In order for you to make soap, what? You need wood furnace, you do the ashery to make the lye, or however you pronounce it, butcher shop, you do kitchen, you do tallow, kern, mill to paste, screw press, oil, and then you kind of go those ingredients to build the soap itself. So it's also good that we are having those things here, so I don't have to alt tab and go into some kind of wiki page. Butcher shop, I can see everything that's being built, fishery, hive, farmer workshop, kitchen, still. I'm so going to fire up the game after this. I do have to edit the videos, but still. Vermin catcher shop, nest box, wood furnace, quern, metal fish smelter. We are seeing all the smelter. I know that I've built it before, and I've been trying to mine down and down, deeper and deeper, just so I forgot what I was looking for. Metalsmith forge, kiln, glass furnace, labor, work details. This is how you are giving work instruction to... I will be curious how good the guide will be without, you know, having to go on tutorials, because when I'm looking at those screens, I'm like getting flashbacks when I was trying to learn the game, and it's always like, you need that, you need that. But it's also like kind of triggering you when I was trying to learn the game, the Ashi version from years ago, like 15 years ago. Standing order. I have a passion for those kind of Ashi games. The first one that I played, it was in 2003. It was Adom, Ancient Domain of Mystery, Ancient Domain of... yeah, something like that. Which also got a kind of like a remake, but I haven't played it since then. But I've seen how games, and I was fascinated by video games as a wannabe game designer or whatever. I've been fascinated by video games since I was little, and I was like fascinated on how you can do so much with so little, graphic-wise, even that it's hard to make things look cohesion, especially with Ashi. This is why this is a pretty hard game to pick up, because you don't have that much visual feedback, and especially the UI, it's very bad in the original Dwarf Fortress, but they've improved it in this version. Farming on the surface, yeah, that's something that they've done. A wall, because again you can get attacked, so you need to protect your farms, your people. Brewing industry, your dwarves, they always need alcohol. That's something that I know. Dwarves like booze. In fact, It's a fact of life. Most dwarves only perform at their best after a drink or two, and many feel the need alcohol to get through the day. So to keep your fortress running smoothly, you want to make sure you have plenty of drinks to go around, and that means your dwarves need to get busy brewing. Alcohol, this brew surface crops, brewable garden crops, brewable grain crops. Jesus Christ! If each makes a type of beer. Clothing industry. So as I said, there are a lot of systems. Not only systems on how things interact with each other, like a dwarf can get attacked and his half of arm is getting chopped off and now he doesn't have an arm and things like that. You also have like a lot of systems on how the cloth is being look like. You can make clothes for the metalsmith industry. It's good that we are also getting some kind of like how they are having a layout with all those things. Craft industry, food industry, easy meal, fine meals, lavish meals, crafts, trade and diplomacy. Yeah, you occasionally get visits by trade merchants and you are trying to put an order sometimes if you are looking for something. Diplomacy, look here, it's where you are requesting seeds, I guess, or things. Migration, this is how you are getting dwarfs, and yeah, although your dwarfs need a place to sleep at the beginning you are kind of like doing like barracks kind of, but then at some point if you want to rise at happiness, they need their own quarter with their own bed and cupboard and however you call this, wooden board. Chapter 5, zones, stockpiles and burrows. Zone types, this is how you declare the zones, where they do and what they do with dormitory, dining hall, barracks, pen and pasture, archery, pit pond, sand, gather fruit, fishing, location, inn, tavern, temple, hospital, library, guild hall, rooms value. This is how the room value is being calculated. The more things they have, the more fancier the room is. And yeah, there's a lot of role playing going to this game. And I just passed 50% of the whole thing. Burrows. Chapter 6, defending your fortress from invaders, which is very important. Traps, you see how you have to build sometimes things like this to slow. I think this is how my first game kind of I stopped and I started again with the things that I've learned, and then the second one, like, things were kind of going well to my knowledge, and then at some point some creature attacked me. I didn't even know what it was. Everybody was dead. I was like, okay, time to start the third game. Weapons and armor, this is how you equip things for them. Ambushes, sieges, missions, right? Pillage, raise, demand. Haven't done this. Caring for your dwarves and their needs. See, this is what I like to see. Because of the new UI, you can actually get to see the profile of the dwarf itself, and you have a needs, traits and other things that they are having, but you also have a log with all the things that they have been doing, so you can really roleplay. You can get really immersed in this world of your dwarfs and try to take care of them and not murder them and so on. Keeping the dwarves happy. Strange moods, yeah, the dwarves can get crazy. Dealing with the disease, that's very important. Nobles, I like to see graphics like that, like tables. Justice, crimes, justice thing, case tabs, creatures great and small. Let's see more about the creatures. Intelligent races, dwarves, humans, elves, goblin, kobolds, animal folk, subterranean clans, pets. Yeah, that's me. This is me. Pets and livestock. Grazing animal needs pasture, grazing animal no need to pasture. Cat. Wildlife. Night creatures. Oh my god. Necromancers, undead, night trolls, mummies, intelligent undead. Oh, great beast. Legend is the further you go down, the weirder creatures you get. Digging deeper. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. The caverns, this is where you find weirdly shaped mushrooms and whatnot. Magma, yeah, sometimes you need to dig further down to get access to magma, because if I remember correctly, magma is used in some kind of forging. Settling deeper underground. So it's good that they are covering this also. Dwarven Ingenuity, Wind Water Sport. I think this is where they explain, you see those contraptions. This is what I mean. People do like weird contraptions on how they move water from one side to the other and then pump things up and then try to get rid of things in ingenious way. Machines and power, as you can see here, like there are things you can do in this game because things get simulated very realistic in some way. Look, you can have those mine carts, track stops. That would be nice to build. Digging too deep. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I think a lot of things are being tackled in this, the final bridge. Oh my god, oh my god. Stone and ores, you get a good appendix with everything. A good list of all the things. Look, even, yeah, this is useful, I'm enjoying this. I think the book was about 30 euros, so it's not cheap, or 20 euros, I forgot. I got it because I ordered something in November and they gave me like a voucher if I order over a number of things, and I think this shirt was in that order. This one was, this shirt was like 60 euros or something like that. Anyway, yeah, this is the Dwarf Fortress Guidebook. If you are a Dwarf Fortress fan, or you want to learn the game, or if you just like art and cool guidebooks, art books like this is a nice way. I do have the Stardew Valley one, which I remember showing on my other channel, GamerPet. Maybe I will show it again on this channel also. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this. See you soon. Goodbye.